Page 37, Evening Prayer. This is another piece by the same composer as the last one in the same little play. Common time, no sharps or flats, C major. So do the scale on C major, 2 octaves up and down, make sure you can do that, and A minor too. Right hand first. Let's look at this fingering. Now we can't really do this legato, but we'll do it as legato as we can with the fingers. It's 1 4, 2 5, and then 1 4. 2 5. I like that. That's actually quite common in piano. You need to get pretty good at that. Here, and then hold the G down as you do that. Hold the E down. Hold these half notes down. I didn't explain common time. I hope you know what common time is. It's 4/4 in case you don't. It's just okay. So the last measure, the first line is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Second line, second measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Watch this fingering. Is a 2 here and then a 1. And hold that down. And then a 2 5. Hold the C sharp down, like so, so we can accommodate both voices. On page 36, you're up here, B flat, A flat. It's still a B flat. I do a 2 5 on that E flat C. You can do a 1 5 if you want. It just, to me, that's easier. Fourth finger again. Now you can, if your hand's big enough, use third finger on the B natural, and that way your fourth finger's ready. And come up and watch it. 3 and 3 again. And now here, hold the half note down. So I'm just pivoting on the thumb here and coming down, and then come all the way down. And then you get some more of what we had before. Let's go down to the fourth line. Now here, now this is not a half note here. And I do a 3 here on that E. They don't show it, but I do a 3 there. And for that D, right before the A, I scratch up and put fifth finger on it. This way I'm in position for the third finger to take the A. Now hold that down, and then come down, hold it down, come down, and then here, and here. Left hand, C, and you come all the way up here. Oh boy. I do a 5 on the E because it's easier to reach than 4, and then I can do it 2 3, hold it down. You hold it down all the way through until the 8th rest, and then come down. Now they're saying 2 5. I like 5 1 myself, and then a 4 2, and then a 5 3. And then I'm in position. To me, that's easier. Otherwise, their fingering is fine. I can play it all legato. On page 38, rest. You're coming up with the right hand there. It's just an 8th rest. Fourth finger on the. I don't care for that. And the third measure there at the top, I suggest you stay where you are. So I'm going to use 3 on the F sharps. You can do a 2 3 if you want. And I'm staying in this position. Just cross over to the B flat. And then you treble clef. You got to come all the way up here. That's okay. Now last measure, the first line. Remember to hold the C down, and then rest. They're saying here, that little dotted line goes up, never mind about that right now. Just stick with this. And I would 5-2 here, because I can go from here to here, and then I can hold the little finger down as I do that. It's a little awkward, but you gotta be able to do it anyway. And then all the way up here, you can't connect it. It's too far. You gotta come up here, here, and here. Hold the whole note down, and then 5-1, and then again, because now we're treble clef. Now come up, hold, rest. That's a dotted half note you got. And then the next line is here, same fingering, just 3. Rest. That's a whole note, hold it down. And you can't hold them down and hit that too. The pedal will take care of it. So when the time comes, you just lift up and move. So work out your fingering carefully on this. If it's different than the book, pencil it in and stick with it. This is a fairly slow piece. It says moderato, but it's on the slow side. So here, both hands together. Now remember, we're just trying to get the hands to work together, so you can hesitate, whatever you got to do. We're just working on hands and fingering here. So here, that needs to be second finger on that. So the second measure is here. I'm holding that down. Rest. Second line. Just carefully, and if it will help you, then you take this in bits and pieces. For instance, I can just stick with these 2 lines until I work out the hesitations, and I get it where it flows a little better. Until I'm more comfortable with it, and then go on to the next. So longer pieces, just take them in sections, take them in little pieces, and work out the little pieces and put it together. And when you can get all that worked out, then go back and maybe add the articulation is fairly legato. You put in the slurring and all that, and then put in the dynamics. It's very soft. This is the top note of the right hand for the most part. We want to hear that here. You had a crescendo at the beginning of the second line. Doesn't say how much you go up. Don't go up more than maybe a medium loud. Don't get loud here. It's soft, a little louder. Now the phrasing here is you lift up between the C, because that's a 3-note pickup there. So you got to lift up here on the second line, second measure. You're here. This stays down, but that lifts up. So then you come down at the end of the phrase. At the top of page 38, you're going to crescendo up. So you're sort of a moderately soft. We want to hear the top note in the right hand. So it doesn't tell you how much to crescendo. Again, I would not crescendo more than maybe moderately loud. And yeah, and up here, then come back down. This is soft, even softer than you were at the beginning. That's the top note in the right hand we want to hear. Everything else has to be very soft. So the last measure of the first line is soft. Now come up a little bit. Maybe moderately soft. Come back down, soft. Moderately soft. Polka retardando, slow down a little bit. And now it's all tempo. Go back to your speed, and it's very soft. This. So the left hand has to be really super soft. It's like you're having a prayer and you're all by yourself and you're just meditating here. It's very sweet. Again. Make sure you're lifting up between these phrases. And now you're coming back down. I would not be very soft and then come down here. So somewhere in there you did a crescendo. You'll have to feel where that is, and it wouldn't go up more than a soft. You're not crescendoing very much, but at the end there, this is next to the last line, the next to the last measure where you have that decrescendo, you're coming back down to a very soft. So you went up to maybe a soft somewhere in there, I don't know. Maybe here's go up to about a soft here. And come down to a very soft again. And get softer. Die away. Now this says soft, very soft again. You just had a diminuendo to go to very soft. You're going to have to work out this. All we really want to do is you kind of dying away to the end of the piece at this point. So the last measure, the next last line here. Maybe you're only soft here. You just go down to soft. Now you're very soft. And here now you have a retardando and you're triple soft. Huh? Pianissimo, however you want to call it. And if you want to, I don't recommend it, but if you want to, go ahead and use the soft pedal on the last three measures there. When it says PPP, if you want, use the soft pedal to help get it softer. You want it almost you can hardly hear it at all. That's how soft it is. It's better if you can learn to do it with the hands. But, whatever. Then we go ahead and we add the pedal. Well, we're adding pedal for a couple reasons. One is we want the overtones because we want to color it a little bit because it's very clean and dry right now. This is not a clean and dry piece. This is a spiritual piece. And secondly, we want to help us with a legato. We want to connect some things that the fingers aren't doing a very good job of. It's going to be overlapping or lagging pedals. So the hands go down first and then the pedal, the notes here. And I lift the pedal up after I play the notes in the next measure. After I play that. I suggest we connect these repeated notes. So in the first measure, the second line, I would pedal the first two beats and then the second two beats, connect them with the pedal. Change it here to connect them. Otherwise, it's that. I don't want them disconnected. That's not what this is about. So here. Really pedal this because then you lose the phrasing. So lift it up. I would lift it up on the third beat on this measure. This is the last two measures of page 37. Like so. You can have a little silence going from page 37 to page 38 because it's like a new phrase. But I would pedal the first two beats on page 38. I want to connect those notes. Again, I'm going to connect it when I have repeated notes like this. I'm going to pedal it. And here they're pedaling. I prefer silence there. It's a new phrase, so I would not pedal this. I would not connect those with the pedal. I would not pedal that. And they're pedaling in the second line, first measure. They're pedaling that. You can if you want. It adds color. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Do it there. And now we pedal again. But we're not pedaling this, we don't want to smear it. And here we're doing it for the overtones. We want the color. Next to the last line, second measure, you lift up on the E. We want to hear the slurring in here, so the phrasing, so don't pedal this. You have to be careful here because the pedaling will add the overtones, which will in effect give it a little more sound, and we want it to die away. So be careful on that. And each time, the pedal acts behind the hand. So play the notes first. This is the last three measures. Play the notes, then the pedal, and then play the notes and change the pedal, and play the notes and change the pedal. And at the end, the pedal and the hands come up at the same time. It's a beautiful piece if you get it learned.